Okay guys, so this is the competition, this is Champions League. How it's going to work, the Champions League. First of all, the rankings. Because everything starts with the rankings. You know, how many spots there are per league, per country. Let's put it like that. It depends on the rankings. So the first idea for the rankings, as you can see in the asterisks here, is to rank countries according to Soccerverse ranking. So the average rating of the league. Or we also discussed the, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, not official opinion, better, but it's my personal view, that we can actually use the official UEFA country rankings to rank Soccerverse. Okay, for now this is the initial rankings, but then it will be updated. So as you can see, England, Italy, Spain, Germany and France, the big five, they all get 3 positions, so 3 spots for Champions League. We then have Netherlands, Portugal, Belgium, Czech Republic, Turkey, Greece, Norway, Austria, Scotland with 2 spots. So the first and second, 2 spots guaranteed for Champions League. And then we have Poland, Denmark, Switzerland, Cyprus, Croatia, Sweden, Serbia with only 1 spot guaranteed. These green ones, as you can see here, they immediately go to here, as you can see. So there are already the matchings and the groups. This is it's just a draft, okay guys, it's not fixed in stone, it's just an idea how it could work, but this is how it actually works. So the first 21 teams are automatically in the group stages, as you can see here. England, the first of England versus Italy 1, no sorry, versus is here. A1, which is England 1 versus B2, which is the second of Portugal, and then C1, which is number 1 of Spain versus D2, which is the second in England, and blah blah blah. All of these groups, and then you can see there is the pre-qualifying and qualifying rounds to get these last spots. IBCDH. So these are the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots. And how does it work? It works like this. Country like from 22 ranking downwards, from 22 to 29 rankings. So Ukraine, Hungary, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Bulgaria, Ireland and Iceland, all of these are already in the qualifying round. Okay, these are already in the qualifying round. As you can see, the gold one, the yellow one, are already placed here, and they will play only 1 knockout match, so pre-qualifying, only 1 versus these yellow ones, which are Bosnia, Latvia, Kosovo, Finland, Faroe, Malta, Northern Ireland, Lithuania, the winners of these countries: Estonia, Albania, Montenegro, Luxembourg, Wales, North Macedonia, Andorra, and San Marino. So the winners of these countries will have to go to the pre-qualifying rounds and fight each other. For instance, there is going to be San Marino, Bosnia, Andorra, Latvia, North Macedonia, Kosovo, etc., etc. And the winners of these groups, of this matching, will fight versus a gold one. And the winners of this second round, pre-qualifying, will get added to the groups, the group stage of Champions League. This is how it's going to happen. So for the rankings, which is central to Soccerverse in this case, and then we also look at the Europa League and Conference League. For the rankings, I see that someone, I created a account just to join the live. Hey Il Tuco, ciao big boss, welcome to the show. Thank you so much. Make sure to follow, to hit follow. The account is perfect, but also hit follow, it's free, and you will be notified when the lives are happening. And it's better for the count and for us to go out in the wild. So click follow El Tuco. So I was saying, Soccerverse Fan Canal, use a Soccerverse 4 or 5 season rating, more flexible, exactly, even more real for the Soccerverse world. Yes, guys, that's exactly where I wanted to go. For the rankings, the idea is to start using these rankings just for the start, because the idea is that we can actually use the same formula that the UEFA uses to get their own rankings, the real UEFA. The thing is, I reviewed the formula with you. I'm still amazed how they put these low quality images in the official UEFA.com website. It's crazy. Come on, guys, you fucking rich. How you can look at these blurry images? Anyway, calculation principle, etc., etc. We already looked at it a month ago or so, and it's a time weighted ranking. It depends on how many points each club does in competitions on average through, I believe, 5 seasons in real life. So it takes 5 years to build this here UEFA ranking. They look back 5 years to get the ranking of this year, which means that we can do the same in Soccerverse. We have the same data. We can actually do the same. However, 5 seasons in Soccerverse is an eternity. Well, it's not 5 years like in real life, but also for a game, you probably don't want to wait for 5 seasons to start having your own ranking. So we decided back in the days, the community decided, it's not official yet, it's just an idea, that 3 seasons would be enough in Soccerverse. So the idea is to start with this for at least 3 seasons, these rankings, be patient for 3 seasons. After that, we have enough data, Soccerverse data, to build our own Soccerverse rankings, which is based on the past 3 seasons results. So this is the idea. So it's going to be a Soccerverse ranking system, more flexible and more autonomous, because remember, this game must go alone, by itself, alone forever. But it needs a little bit of like a warming up period, okay? Let's call it like that. And to warm up, to collect stats, we need to start with something, and probably the current UEFA rankings will be used. So this is the idea. Let me know what you think. Now we go into Europa League and Conference League. Chupone, this will be according with the Soccerverse rating, true, not real life. Yes, Chupone, yes, I just explained. It will be according to Soccerverse, but for the starts, it's going to be according to real life, because we need data, and then it can be automated. Soccerverse only. The question is when it's going to be implemented. Kev, the question is when exactly. I don't know. I don't have an official answer. I can only speculate, and I think it was mentioned somewhere that it's probably, but I mean, it's my speculation, maybe not. It's going to be in season 2. We don't have official information, but the devs are working on that, and actually it's probably already devved. It's already coded somewhere, but we don't have official information about that. But I can ask, and let's see. You know, these things are IT stuff. When they have to be implemented, they need to be tested, quality controlled, reviewed internally, and then pushed to production, so pushed out for people to use it. And it's always hard to give deadlines. I'm a scientist myself. When I speak with my supervisor, they say, we want you to do this analysis. I say, it's easy. I just need to do this step, and this step. Brother, give me 3 days and it's done. I say that because in my mind, everything is easy, step 1, step 2. But then there are 1,000 bugs, 1,000 things that you didn't take into account, and 3 days become 3 weeks. And my supervisor say, man, you said 3 days. What happened? What you're doing? And it's always like that. So IT in general, developing software, it's always hard to give a deadline. But in my opinion, season 2, personal Nick's opinion. This season seems crazy as we're fighting without knowing how many teams will qualify. That's not going to be implemented this season for sure. But you already know here the spots that will be qualified. If they want to implement this, it's basically in 1 month. Never say easy. Yes, I'm a student of engineering and nothing is easy. Okay, Sailorman, you see what I mean? Yes, you definitely see what I mean. It's like that. It's like that. Usually it's easy in your mind, that then 1,000 things you didn't take into account come up all the same, and boom, crazy. Okay, so this was the Champions League, guys. So you mean they will implement it in season 2 and starting season 3? No. I mean that if it gets accepted, this idea, they will implement it probably season 2. But I cannot be sure. It depends on the developers and the Snail Brain, the big bosses of Soccerverse, Andy Gore, etc. I cannot be sure, but I would bet that it will start in season 2. Season 2 will be crazy. Europa League, guys. This was Champions League. This is Europa League. In Europa League, these are the spots that are reserved for Europa League. As you can see, England, Italy, Spain, Germany, not only the big 5, but the top 19 countries, basically, they have only one spot in Europa League. One spot assured. Because then there are Champions League, as you can see, these 16 spots, these other 16 spots, the yellow ones, are the ones that did not qualify in the Champions League round. So there are more spots actually for these top countries. As you can see, the 8 losers from the pre-qualifying rounds and the 8 only one spot from the top countries. Yes, because the top countries are not participating here for now in this pre-qualifying. So the losers in the first round of the knockout phase in the Champions League, they will go to Europa League, and also the losers of the second round. So there can also be these yellow ones. They also go to Europa League. That makes 16 teams from Champions League down to Europa League, and these where they are. Plus, we have qualifying rounds. Again, other qualifying rounds. And for the qualifying rounds, these are the countries, all the rest. So from ranked 20 to 45. Sweden, Serbia, Ukraine, Hungary, etc., Bosnia, blah, blah, blah. All of these countries, they have one spot, potentially, but they have to go through the only one round qualifier. That's it. And the whole year. And then it's the same. Basically, as you can see, you have similar as Champions League. Groups, 8 groups, and then matchings, and blah, 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 until it's pretty straightforward, just like Champions League. So it's important to note that all these top countries, they have one. Okay, so this is Europa League. And as you can see, the 13 losers of the pre-qualifying rounds, they will drop down into Conference League. And the Conference League, there you go. You can see who is in. Netherlands, Portugal, Belgium. The big 5, they don't go to. They have 0 spots for Conference League. But all the rest, they have at least one spot. Plus the 13 that didn't qualify for Europa League, as you can see. Plus, again, pre-qualifying rounds of the bottom, how many? 8. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Yes, 10. The bottom 10 countries. There you go. 5 losers go to have no international spots, basically. That's it. This is how it will work. So you have here the spots for the Conference League, here the spots for the Europa League, and here the spots for Champions League. I will put this video on YouTube so that nobody will lose it. And this is a summary. Thank you so much, Tiki, for providing all of this information. Tiki is our big boss of big boss of the community. Thank you so much. These are all Tiki ideas and all Tiki images. So thanks a lot. Nothing. As you can see here, these are the rankings, and you can see exactly how many spots there are. For instance, ranked 1, the top 5 ranked countries, they have 3 spots in Champions League, they have only 1 spot in Europa League, 0 in Conference League, etc., etc. For a total of 5. There you go. So that's it, guys. What do you think? Do you like it? Does it work well? This was just a refresher. I didn't want to spend too much time on this. We already spent hours on this, but it's really important for you to know that this is going to be implemented, and the idea is to have 3 spots for the top 5 and 2 spots for the other top countries. And the idea is to have the same structure for America, Africa, and Asia. Yes, Chipone. The idea is that don't have confirmation. We're always talking about Europe, as an example, but I believe it's also the same structure. Yes. The cup winners, I have no idea. I really don't know. I believe it's a secondary competition of the winners of Europa League, Champions League, and Conference League, and I don't know, maybe the top 2. I really don't know how it will work. If you have any idea, or Tiki, if you're here, let me know, because I don't know the cup winners cup, to be honest. What is it? I really don't know. Cup winners. So, no, it's probably the winners of the national cups. Can it be? Can it be the cup winners? Cup winners of the national cups. So, for instance, I don't know, if you win your national cup, then there is going to be a tournament across national leagues winners. Maybe. Can it be like that? Maybe it's like that. I don't know. Domestic cup winners. There you go. Yes, domestic cup winners. Only knockout. Probably worldwide. Amazing. This is great. What is this? I don't know. Some device is going down. My mouse. Wow. My mouse is almost dead. Okay, and for payouts, we don't have information about payouts yet, but the idea was not to. There were some ideas back in the days that first of all, Champions League should be reduced. The payouts should be reduced, because for now it's too much. And also the idea from the community was to reward based on performance. So if you win, you get a lot of money, because Champions League right now you get a lot of money. If you don't win, then you don't get as much. But we don't have information about payouts yet, on how it will work. This is going to be part of the announcement whenever it will be there. More SVC added or distributed is going to be redistributed, because I doubt that the people behind the game, they want to change the balance of the game. So probably is going to be redistributed from somewhere else. There was even a crazy idea of a tax that could be implemented when transfers happens at the 3x value. Do you remember? We were talking about, okay, if you want to sell a player to someone else directly, and this someone else pay 3x the value of the player, there's going to be like a 10% tax or something like that. And those SVC will get into prize for extra prize for these competitions. That was an idea, but I don't think it's going to be implemented. Maybe, I doubt. But it's probably be a redistribution. You don't want to inflate the supply of SVC out of nowhere without balancing out. So probably redistribution. What about Champions League on other continents? Will there also changes? Yes. On other continents will be the same formula used in Europe. So whatever you saw right now, it's actually be it will be copy and pasted, adapted for other countries as well, other continents. Because there is 4 new competition is a lot, and also Africa and Asia. Yes, Kev, exactly. No, it will be redistributed, but it's not defined yet. It's not defined. As soon as we have more information, official information about payouts, we will get it done. I'll let you know. Okay, and then so Champions League team's gonna be hit hard and badly. Well, they're going to get what they deserve. Do you think that Macedonian team should get millions out of any Champions League game that they did in the rounds phases? And it's fair? I don't think it's fair, because some very low ranking teams were getting a lot of millions out of every Champions League game, even if they lost 10-0, and those millions in their domestic league were outrageously too high compared to what the other clubs in that league are getting. And that creates a loop where this can become huge, because imagine you get millions out of losing 10-0 in the qualifying rounds with your Macedonian or Albanese team. Then you can spend a lot of money to get better and get good player for your domestic league, so that, and much better than the others on average, so you'll probably win next year too. And if there aren't these qualifying rounds, you get, like as of today, you get access to Champions League, and then you get again another year of huge money, and then you keep increasing. It's a loop. It doesn't work well. It's not right. So it's going to be rebalanced, and for the better, in my opinion. If children money is distributed to others through competition, then Champions League gonna be nerfed like crazy. No, it's not like that. It's probably, well, I don't know. I really don't know, Kev. I don't know. So Champions League teams gonna be hit hard. This can be done also with club injections. Yes, for sure. Some club injection money can also, now that there is a club injection, can be done for sure. But that's part of the game, and it's on the users. If they want to, if they decide to do so, they're free to do so, to inject money and win. Okay, if they want to do it, they can do it. But it's not a Soccerverse game logic. If it's a Soccerverse game logic, it's a problem. If it's done by cash injection, that's part of the game, and people have the freedom to choose to do that. So I don't see any problem with that. Yes, but Mallorca getting 1 million instead of 4, for example, maybe yes. Also unfair. No, it's not unfair. It's unfair what is happening, in my opinion, what is happening now. So it will be different, but not unfair. It will be fairer. It will be more fair, in my opinion. But we will discuss more about that, because it's a big topic, and I imagine they will definitely let us know very well what is going to happen with payouts. That's like the most pressuring point, in my opinion, because what you saw is just how we play, but how the money will be redistributed is very important, and I think they thought about it very thoroughly. But I don't have information, so all of this is my own speculation, Kev. And maybe you're right, it's unfair. I don't know. We should talk about it.